Welcome to the Slow Way Podcast, a space where we explore slowing down, finding presence, and living intentionally. I'm Shruti, a holistic life coach and a yoga instructor, and my purpose is to help you clear out blocks that are keeping you from showing up as your best possible self. Together, we will learn to hold space for each other as we navigate through life and explore the depths of what it means to be human. Hello, everybody. Today, I'm here to talk about some pointers that can help you navigate those moments when the mind races, the heart aches, and our energy seems to be scattered in all directions. As the title suggests, I named this episode Energy Auditing. And I know that phrase sounds a bit corporate. Bear with me. It's simpler than it sounds and way more vital than we might actually realize. We have those days when we feel like we are living in some sort of an overthinking loop, like our thoughts are racing at 1,000,000 miles per hour. In those times, it's common to feel emotionally exhausted, like we've just combusted ourselves from inside out. Now, that is when energy auditing comes in to help. It helps us channel that mental overload into something that's productive and rather healing. So, what exactly is an energy audit? Imagine it as gentle, quiet check-ins, more like a mental inventory of what fills you and what drains you. When we get stuck in these overthinking loops, our energy is just spinning and it's leaking. It's like that bucket with, just small holes. We might be still pouring in all this good stuff, but it's constantly just dripping out. And obviously, towards the end of it, you are exhausted and stressed without really a clear reason why. And the truth is, energy leakage can come from all kinds of places. Maybe it's a stressful situation, or perhaps it's from interactions with people who seem to deplete your energy without really, energizing you back or giving anything back. And in many of these scenarios, a powerful tool for energy auditing is to keep track of how you feel after meeting different people or spending time in certain places. You don't even need to make a huge effort, just a small moment of noticing. Are you left feeling inspired, hopeful, and uplifted? Or do you feel anxious, exhausted, and just deflated overall after being around certain people or after visiting certain places? I often say this, that pay attention to how your body speaks to you. Anxiety, exhaustion, that sense of dread, all of these are ways that our body is trying to get our attention. It's like a child seeking help, saying, please, just look at me, just hold me, see me, and help me feel safe. And why is it so critical to listen to this energy? Because you have to heal. And healing really isn't about becoming some version of yourself that's totally unbreakable or flawless. It's about learning to hold even the messy, uncomfortable parts of you with gentleness. And when you can do that, you're practicing true compassion. Not just the type you offer others, but the kind that you hold for yourself as well. And this is where your energy really begins to shift. And it's when this trapped energy has nowhere to go, that is when overthinking happens. It's like this constant loop of survival energy that keeps our bodies and minds in a low-grade fight or flight mode. And honestly, survival energy it just drains you. It drains your peace of mind, it drains your well-being, and certainly your ability to live fully. But what if we could transform this energy? What if instead of letting it leak, we learn to turn it inward and turn it into a source of spiritual insight and strength? So, in those moments of overthinking, take a moment to listen to your inner narratives. What are the stories you're telling yourself about yourself? And are they rooted in a place of survival, or do they come from a higher, more compassionate space? Ever so often, we are so focused on making sure we are good enough, loved enough, and successful enough that we don't realize we are constantly just draining ourselves. But by turning inward, noticing and holding those thoughts with just very gentle curiosity, we can start to shift from survival mode to a place of deep spiritual energy. And that's where the energy work begins. Instead of making that icky energy just like go away, I'd rather sit with it. I'd rather be gently curious where this is coming from, and just try to get to the root of it all. So for this week, here's my invitation to you. Start your own little energy audits. Reflect on what fills you up and what drains you. And when you notice that anxious or overthinking part of yourself creeping in, instead of pushing it away, try inviting it with compassion. Ask it what it needs. Allow yourself to hold those parts, even if they're uncomfortable. You don't have to become this superhuman version of yourself. Healing is anything but that. It's really about learning to sit with the parts that feel heavy and to embrace them and love them as they are. That is the true essence of transforming your energy, not by fighting yourself, but by lovingly integrating all those messy parts of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these episodes are sparking something meaningful for you. Until next time, remember to slow down, check in with yourself, and hold space for all those parts that make you, you. Wishing you all the love, light, and a little more peace on this journey. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.